So this was actually the second property I bought. It ended up being a really good buy. When I walked through this property originally, the reason I really liked it was that it's on Queen Street North in Hamilton. So it's about 500 meters away from Locke Street, which is one of the most desirable areas in the city. But because we're on the north side as opposed to the south side, there's just a little bit of a stigma with this area, and properties just trade a lot lower in value. I remember walking through this property, it was hilarious because they had these nightmare tenants. There was dogs and birds and all types of animals in every room. And the funniest part was that one of the tenants, he was literally sitting there during the viewing and he had full medieval times armor on. He was just sitting in a recliner seat in a full medieval times armor gear, and he thought it was completely normal. And this was the problem tenant that the landlord was having issues with, and one of the main reasons that he sold the place. So we're standing outside, actually the only single family home I have in my portfolio. I got really good value on this property when I bought it. It was listed on the market for a long time at $240,000, and I really liked the area, but I didn't love it at that price point. When I walked through the property, it was a complete mess. Dogs, birds, all kind of animals, and they had some really messy tenants in place. So I decided just to go for it and threw in a lowball offer at $185,000. After a little bit of back and forth, we ended up closing this property for $195,000. So about $45,000 under the list price. One of the things we negotiated in the deal was vacant possession. So we gave the sellers enough time that even if they needed to extend the close, we would allow that as long as we got vacant possession. So by the time we actually took possession, it wasn't until 6 months later. So 6 months during that market, we gained a ton of appreciation on the property before we even closed, just by having that one specific clause in the condition. It wasn't a big cash flow producer in the early years. I only made about $100 per month in cash flow, but times have changed in the market, rental rates have gone up, and I've turned over tenants 3 times in this property. It now cash flows about $600 per month, making it a pretty decent property. Just about a month ago, I did get this property appraised at $458,000. So a purchase price of $195,000 with a renovation cost of $10,000, and this property appraised at $458,000. What I do then is I throw a home equity line of credit against the property so that if I want to use the money, I can towards renovations, towards a future down payment, or maybe want to private lend the money. But either way, I have a lot of options to make money with this property.